Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Sunday, November 6th, 2016, and despite the less than ideal fishing weather, I've decided to make my way to a local pond to see if I could get some bass today. It is not ideal because, as you can see, we've got post-front conditions, high pressure, cloudless sky, bright sun, and fish don't like that very much. It could be tough today, it could be a grind. But even if fishing's tough, your only other option is not going fishing at all. And really, what kind of an option is that? I'm starting out today throwing this lipless crankbait. This is a pretty reliable fall lure. If there are any active fish around, I should get some bites on this. If not, then I might have to switch it up. Maybe go to a slower presentation. Alright, so I was not getting any hits on that crankbait, so I switched over to this jig. Traditionally, fish in this pond, they really don't respond to any bait that doesn't have a skirt on it. At least that's what I found in my experiences. So we'll see if they like this black and purple jig. I've done well on this color here in the past. With the sun as bright as it is today, I'm concentrating on shaded areas and around visible cover, because the bass are going to want to get out of the sun while it's high in the sky. Once the sun gets lower later in the day, and after the sun has had a chance to warm up the water a couple degrees, you'll find bass moving out of cover and going up shallow to feed. What is this? Oh, caution tape. Let me see if I can get that out of there. There we go. See if we can find a trash can to toss this. Alright, well, nothing doing on that jig, so I switched over to the spinnerbait. I'm going to pitch this around and see what I can find. Spinnerbait's really my go-to lure for this pond, but I gotta tell you, I haven't seen a lot of things to keep me encouraged today. I mean, this pond can be tough fishing this time of year as it is, but I haven't seen any sign of life. You know, aside from ducks and turtles, I haven't seen any minnows, I haven't seen any sunfish, and certainly haven't seen any bass. So maybe they're all hunkered down. I don't know, man. I'm not optimistic at this point, but I'm gonna grind it out, see if I can't make something happen. When you see a tree overhanging the water, or in this case a group of trees, you definitely want to fish it pretty thoroughly, because not only do you have the shade, which the limbs provide, but over time you'll get twigs and branches that break off and sink to the bottom right here. So we've got limbs above, obviously, but something you might not see are the twigs and branches on the bottom, and of course fish could use those as structure. And any kind of structure is something you definitely want to look into. Okay, well, I fished around that first pond for a couple hours. I didn't get anything that even remotely resembled a hit, so I made a move to another spot nearby. hopefully this spot will be a little bit less tight-lipped, giving up the bass. And since I'm going to be fishing around weed beds, I thought I would try something a little different than what I normally do, and I am going to try this Johnson Silver Minnow spoon. It's a weedless spoon. I've got a little curltail grub as a trailer on it. It's actually one of my favorite lures to use. I've caught a lot of fish on this. So we'll see if that works around the weed beds here. Alright, so the Silver Minnow was a bust. I switched it up to this suspending shad style bait, and I'm just going to run it down and work it right over the tops of the grass beds that are out there. Maybe I can get something to come up and hit it. So the suspending shad bait didn't turn up any bites. Plus, it was going a little too deep. It wasn't taking the tops of the weeds; it was going down in them. So I was getting weeds on most of my casts. So I switched away from that, and I'm just going to go with something real simple here. This is your basic inline spinner. This should turn something up. If it doesn't, then I might be at wit's end here, because this is my 6th lure change, and absolutely nothing has worked so far. Okay, well, I made another move, so I thought I'd check out this place, see what was going on. But since I don't much like fishing for geese, I think I'm going to keep moving. Okay, well, I made it to the next spot. This is going to be my last spot of the day because I'm just running out of daylight. Going to throw the spinner around, see if that turns up anything. If that doesn't work, maybe I'll try dynamite. Seeing fish splashing out here. They don't look too big. I don't know what they are, but maybe there's some big fish underneath them looking for a meal. I'll fish around here, see what happens. There's another one right out there. There we go. Fish on. Oh! Well, doesn't that just figure? The one fish I get to bite all day, and he throws the hook. That was a pickerel. I got a good look at him. Unreal. Guess I won't be playing the lottery today, or maybe for the next month. There we go, fish on. Boy, he hit it a ton. Oh, it's a crappie. Alright, well, you know what? With the day I've had, I'll take it. Boy, he slammed it. I could have sworn he was a bass. Wow. Okay, it's starting to get real chilly out here, so I think I'm going to call it a day. I was just barely able to avoid getting skunked, but it was just a really brutal day all around. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough going in, but I didn't think it was going to be that tough. I thought I was going to be able to get at least 2 bass, but to get shut out like that, man, that's taking on the chin right there. But anyway, at the very least, maybe I've shown you all what not to do when you're fishing in a cold front in late fall. So there's that. But anyway, I think it's time to go home, get a nice meal, maybe a nice glass of scotch. In fact, I'm going to make it a double. But thank you all for joining me today, and I will see you on the next adventure.